this that was Krusty versus Agbank, we have Witchinside versus Necrozma. And so look at where these guys are in the bracket. They're in the round of 16. They don't have an opponent lined up if either of them win, but the loser looks like they're going to be against Scupper Boy. Then the winner can either run into Baby Girl, Intuitive, or SF Emperor, I believe. But we're off already. Same rules as last time. We got best of 3 sets. First 5 wins for each set. If it's tied 4-4, then we move into tennis rules. So the winner will have to win by 2 clear games to take the set. Now, Witchinside, just a reminder, and any who haven't been able to witness this man, he has only ever lost a knockout game in OSL to the one, the only Johnny Depp. So, thing is, he hasn't been super active lately, so maybe some people are counting him out, but you know, it's been 3 years now of this, and the only person he's lost to has been the eventual champion, so see if he's about to start today. Which has a very, very high column free right now. If Necrozma descends one thing, it's not going to be looking too hot for him, but
You got the witch piece.
the witch piece, yes. Witchinside, he did tell me before the set that he hasn't been getting a lot of witch pieces lately. That's maybe playing on his mind a bit for this one. His one superpower, the witch piece, term literally coined after him, where you get the perfect piece at the perfect time. Usually a double breaker. He says it's been lacking in them lately. So, see if that rings true for the set with Necrozma. Already at a 1 count for the witch pieces so far. See if they keep up. Well,
That wasn't a bad one.
That one's pretty good. Yeah, he'll take that. Necrozma also getting it a bit later, but he's not going to be able to make as good of use of it as Witch is. And that's going to be 1-0 to Witchinside. Got Yuki Talks and Modder in chat saying, I vote for Witch. Modder saying, who doesn't vote for Witch? So, Witchinside proving his fans right with the first game. 1-0. Master discussing sword matchups. He says, I personally want my opponent to have the counter and be thankful for the opportunity to grind harder. That's the type of absolute dedication that makes a true OSL champion, whether you compete or not. Thank you, Master. Necrozma not looking too hot right here. Looks like Witch might take it 2-0, and he does. Witchinside up 2-0. The most dangerous lead, might I add. Krusty was up 2-0 at the start of that last set, actually, funny enough, with Ag, where Ag absolutely swept it. See if we have a repeat of history. Necrozma, pot 1 player, as voted for by OSL competitors. So high expectations put on him for this tournament.
They're both drowning red really hard. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Witch is going to get there. Witch playing a little bit faster in each of these games, I've noticed. Oh my god. Those
were 2 thick boys.
The backdoor from Witchinside. Jesus. 3-0. What a way to take it. It's a shame that didn't go. I mean, you know, Necrozma had lost anyway, so this isn't me being biased, but it's a shame they didn't go the full way down. But regardless, is that our first bunny teeth in OSL?
Maybe so.
That is crazy. lot of people hyped for that in the chat, myself as well. Here, I don't blame you. It's not often you see a BT in such a high stakes competitive game, right? Usually reserved for 2v2s, right? Necrozma not going to let that get him down. Got a lot of life here. Witch also, if he can manage to get to that green, there's the Witch piece. And it hits as a 3-sword. Damn. Maybe Witch's Witch pieces were just waiting for this set to show up. This is nuts. Witchinside gonna take the first set 4-0. One game off taking set 1. What a whirlwind start. We have Witch pieces, we've had BTs, we've had everything. Necrozma gonna go for a side build. Looks like Witch is maybe trying that as well, but maybe not getting quite as good of a build. He's gonna recover it here though. If he can get an extra yellow on top, Red's kind of screwing him over. And he had a pretty nice build there. Necrozma
that's it.
Get that off first, so much more efficient. And Necrozma getting a point on the board for 1. Oricalico saying the mid-game BT should be auto win of set. Yeah, not often you see that. Mental, we might have to add that into the rulebook. 4-1. Set's still far from over. Remember, if Necrozma can just repeat what Witch did, we're in tennis mode. And it's anyone's game, right? Decent sprinkle from Witch. Necrozma's gonna need that blue. Little red attached for good measure. Necrozma obviously higher up on his board here, but a little bit of fumble with that yellow placement. Gonna give him one less square to place. Might it be costly? I think it is. 5-1 to Witch. Taking the first set already. I feel like it's been about 5 minutes, has it? I don't know.
Yeah, not even.
Like going by super quick. 5-1 to Witchinside set 1. Set 2 beginning now. You guys are wasting no time. Getting right back into it. No way Witch is trying to build another insta, right? There's no way this man is cooking another insta.
Prolific is Irish. Come on now.
Indeed. Dude, Witch is going for this insta. Can't believe it. It's not gonna hit. Not gonna hit in this occasion, but props for going for it. Honestly, we need this. Necrozma, super high up on his board.
Oh, I think he gets it.
Yeah, he does have a really well managed board now. So literally just this red and he's home free. That 1x4 is gonna be brutal low. Necrozma running out of time to get the red. He gets it just one square too late. Witch taking the first game of set 2. 1-0. Necrozma. Triple. Nice follow-up. This could be game set already. Yep. 1-1. Necrozma taking a really quick win on that one. Awkward opener here for Necrozma. I don't think he's got an awful lot to work with. Witch's going to get that off first. Yeah, Necrozma pretty awkward board state here. I'm going to clean it up. Just get rid of that sprinkle and move on, I think. Both these guys really just sort of in that neutral state at the minute. That's going to be nice for Witch though, actually. And it's going to be enough. 2-1 to Witch. It's just opted for that quick wee opener, as is usual from SFers. And again, just getting that opener off quick. Like, look at the state that's sort of putting Necrozma in. It's really is a bit of an uphill battle sometimes to come back, even if you're just being hit by a small attack. But Necrozma, good board management, gonna clap back. Witch just digging for that red right now. He'll get it. Bit more life. Necrozma piling on the pressure though. Witch gonna keep breaking. Necrozma in a super dominant board state right here though. That dual sword's gonna do it. 2 each.
My beautiful, stupid orange cat came to visit.
New commentator? Hog?
I can get him to talk. Hold on.
Looks like Necrozma's cooking a 3-sword here and dealing early on that red. Guess just getting cold feet on it, not getting that breaker that he wanted, and it's going to pay off massively. Necrozma going ahead for the first time in any of these sets, picking up a bit of momentum, and pretty important decision, I guess, there to just sort of bail on that. Nice little opener from Necrozma as well. Same thing from Witch, both going for little side builds there. Getting about the same size, Witch is slightly bigger. Necrozma getting very high up on the board. This might be enough to finish him off. From Witch, breaking out last second. It's a complete race now for this blue. Nice decision from Necrozma to cube that corner there. One of the times it's actually advantageous. Stops the damage of that sword coming in. Sword in the right.
Oh, he could have played that better.
Yeah, I think if he actually broke that yellow over there, that blue would have come into play. Oh, he'd be kicking himself when he watches this back later, I think. Unfortunate there. 3-3 now. Set looking a lot tighter than the first. As you know, it should be. Both these guys playing very high standard right now. Which going for the small side sword and sprinkle attack. Not gonna do an awful pile the Necrozma here, but still putting him in a little bit of an awkward position. Necrozma being forced to side sword now. Nice little defensive play by Necrozma there. I think unfortunate to lose that red breaker. I don't know if there was a lot he could have done with it now, but ooh, big double. Which is non-rev sword there, kind of screwed him over a bit. If you had a reversed falchion, that would have totally blocked off Necrozma's center and definitely won him the game. Right there, just a prime example of how sometimes, you know, that non-rev can lose you the game. Sometimes the rev can win you the game. Nice V-opener from Necrozma. Nice V-opener from Witch too. Know that he's hitting as a 3-sword. I think they had the potential to, both of them, but again, very, very unlikely for the opener. Witch getting the follow-up off first. Necrozma getting the Witch piece.
Oh.
Double luck.
Oh, such bad luck. Wow.
Yeah, the Witch piece playing against Witchinside this time. Necrozma taking the second set, I believe. That's 2-2. Yeah, I mean 1-1 in sets. Starting a fresh set, set 3. This will be the last one. Whoever wins this set will take the matchup. Loser entering the loser's bracket. Anyone in chat? Any predictions? Who you think is going to take this final set? Honestly, this isn't one I could bet on personally. I honestly think this is anyone's game here. That's not non-biased tournament admin prolific speaking. This is, I honestly don't know. Necrozma hesitating a bit there. One-0 the Witch, taking the first game of set 3. Just maybe losing that side build a little bit there. Necrozma popping the opener. But Witch is a ton to work with on this board. I think he'll be chilling here. Often just to single that. I guess the board is getting pretty high. Not a bad shout. Those Scorps are hitting pretty good on the Necrozma as well. Going column 3 and column 5. And the follow-up, I believe that was a single again. Hitting pretty critically on the Necrozma board, but he's going to be able to break out of that. Modder saying Witch will definitely win this. X-Core believing Witch is going to take it as well. Some people a bit more confident in who's going to win this than I am. I couldn't tell you. One each. Not great openers from either party here. Just sort of sending whatever. Moving on to the mid game. Both these guys are good enough at mid game. They'll be able to deal with that no bother. It's a bit of a handshake for the opener. Which came with a pretty high board. It's a staple of his game. Sort of building up high and then breaking everything. Nick's going to be able to double his entire center there. Gonna be a bit of a crit in Necrozma, I think. Still a lot of board space to work with. But he's gonna die from that. Who won the Witch? In set 3. Witchinside inching closer and closer to pulling off an upset on the Necrozma. Maybe Witchinside feeling, you know, if Johnny Depp's not in this tournament, who is he gonna lose to? Not great board states ready, these guys, not much to say really. They're just sort of breaking, hoping to make that falchion pattern a little bit more digestible, but it's a nice piece from Witch there. Gonna clear that entire yellow in one fell swoop. It was nice of him to connect them up. Necrozma still chilling though. Doesn't look great at the minute in terms of board state, but should be able to work through this with a few breakers. Witch ain't got a lot to send to sort of keep the pressure on at the minute, so not looking so tidy for Necrozma now. Doesn't have much option there, just sort of dink dying. 3-1 the Witchinside. 2 games away from taking set 3, pushing Necrozma down to the double win bracket. It's a nice little opener from Necrozma here. If you can just get a yellow on top, or a red on top in the middle, and yep, that's going to be a bingo. Witch following up with a more traditional looking build at the exact same time. Necrozma definitely got the better of the 2 board states at the minute. Necrozma, no option to combo that, just gonna have to single that entire yellow chain there. Witchinside chilling here. He's worked through this falch pattern really well here. Necrozma, no option. 4-1 Witchinside in the final set. He's really running away with this here. 1 game off taking it. Pressure is on. Witchinside opening first. Necrozma still got his opener intact somewhat. The opportunity for that's gone maybe, but he's gonna have a pretty clean board setup. Along with Witch as well. Witch gonna follow up. That's a critical strike there, honestly. And the follow-up. This is not looking good for Necrozma right now. Look at how messed up Necrozma's board's got there after just a couple of little strikes from Witch's non-rev falchion. Nice break from Necrozma though. He's still in it. I think Witch... Could Witch have broke his center there?
It didn't look like it.
I think if he dropped the red down, maybe X-Core in chat would be able to tell me. Yeah, he's X-Core confirming he could have broke his center there. A bit of a flub from Witch. Really could have kicked on and survived there longer, but maybe just that pressure getting to him a bit. Although Necrozma definitely feeling the pressure too. 4-2 to Witchinside final
Not
set.
a bad way to be.
Yeah, that's a pretty sick opener from Necrozma there. Will Witch get the famed Witch piece? Not today. Necrozma, absolute whirlwind game. 4-3. Witchinside. Again, we're not in tennis rules yet, but Necrozma takes this win, and it's gonna be tied 1-1 sets, and winner will have to win it by 2 clear games. Witchinside getting the opener first, that's gonna absolutely mess up Necrozma's build. Sending the quick follow-up, just the 2 Scorps. Necrozma needs to just go here, I think. Maybe a little bit of a flub with that blue. He's trying to be defensive, but means he's not going to break that yellow, and I think that was his way out of this, maybe. Will Necrozma get a breaker, or is it over for him in the winner's bracket? Witchinside just continuing the pressure and takes it. 5-3. Wow. That was... Damn. I actually can't believe that.